Much. What's your name? Did we try this before?
No, we don't.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you. We're trying not to do too much of what we did last time, if you know what I mean. How are you guys? Good. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Hey, Bob. Hey, Randy. Suspected showers at 10 tonight, chance of it. So we're making sure everyone gets the message out. We're going to start around 7:07. That's my number anyway. No opening act for tonight. So we're just going to do it. Tonight is a grace night. Thank you, God. For those people who were sweet enough to give us a second chance. Ooh, I got to tell you, is there supposed to be a little girl in here somewhere? Is she here? Okay, good. Good, because I got to tell you, if I was in that first show, if I was in the show that got rained out, which I've seen rain before, but damn, right? And it was in the COVID protocol where no masks were needed outside. That was the mandate. But then you shove 70,000 people inside. People were hot. I would say, Garth, I love you, but fuck you. I'm done, right? Crazy. So we just got the numbers in. We refunded 70,400 tickets. Right now we are at 70,350 tickets. That is, thank you, God, that is people that you never get a second chance at a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And they just gave it to me. So my job's now to go out there and hopefully make them have fun, have a good night. Other than that, there's really nothing else happening. So what I'll do is I'll just, I kind of enjoy having the conversation with you instead of just spewing at you. So if we want to, is there any announcements we have to, Dallas? We have to announce Dallas. I think they just posted it. It's sold out. Yep. So they've got in Jerry World there, they have this place where people just come stand. So it's old school, the old standing room only kind of thing. They're going to open those tickets up, I think, Tuesday morning for that. And I think they're going to be somewhere, don't quote me on this, but they'll probably be somewhere around 60% of what a regular ticket is there. So we'll see what happens there. Feel very lucky. If nobody shows up for the one on Tuesday, feel very lucky for the people that showed up today, and want to say thank you for those people that get on there and go, you're 2,000 people back, and they still sit on there. It's amazing. So just feel very lucky that this tour rolls on. And now I think we're down to 3 cities left to announce in the stadium tour. This is the last year for it. And I'm happy, I'm proud of it, but I am ready for not knowing what the weather's going to do. Oh. And try to remember that all these makeup dates now. Spool guy here is the last guy in the building and the first guy out. Band and crew after this weekend started getting ready to leave. They'll be gone for probably 4 months and not be able to come home. So this is going to be old school for them. They'll be out there a lot. So feel lucky that people are showing up. Especially in economic times, especially trusting the pandemic that's now officially into an endemic. We feel very lucky to have had the amount of, I don't want to call it success, but the amount of love that we've been shown this tour. So if we got anything else, we good? Okay, then let's just open it up for questions. And if you're going to ask a question, let's tell me who you are so I'll know who I'm talking to.
Hi, Garth. I'm Matt with the Music Universe.
Hey, Matt.
And Brian over here somewhere said to let you know that our outlet was the first outlet to publish the name of the merch store, the name of the bar, when it would open, all that stuff. So thank you, Aaron, for that. Thank you, Brian.
I have to ask you, what gave it away? The 12-foot letters, maybe?
The window was open. And we were talking to people and the 12-foot letters.
What else are you going to call it, right? I mean, we tried the G-spot, but that's probably not going to work, kind of thing.
So my question to you is, there's talk of a residency after this is over,
Mm-hmm.
but when and where do you think fans will be able to see the Freak Show after the stadium tour is over?
I'm not sure they will. I mean, that's the wild thing. What I love about stadiums and what I've grown to love about stadiums is just the size of it all. When you walk out there, I mean, Bert Nyhill that was here, text me a picture on when we were setting up for the first show. Text me a picture and he goes, "Holy cow!" And it's just a shot of the stadium the stage in the stadium. It holds its own. It's pretty big. So I don't know if we'll ever go this big again.
But with the band,
Oh, the freak show with them? Oh, who knows? I don't know. We've been together forever, and you guys made the mistake of letting me come back after we raised our children, so you're going to have to throw me out. I just don't know what form it's going to be, and I don't know if the freak show is going to be there. A lot of one man, maybe a plus one kind of thing, because the great thing about this band, because I saw it at the Gershwin Awards in D.C., this band can play as loud as any band out there, but they can also play with taste. Really good. So I don't know about the freak show. And if you've been to a dive bar, that's like a freak show without any tuning. I mean, it's crazy in there, but it's fun because, it's so hot and sweaty, nothing's going to stay in tune at all, even during the same song. But it's fun. People don't seem to care. So I love the dive bar scene. So if there were going to be another tour that you could go, hey, what would you want to do? I'd love to go to dive bars. 75 of them. Let's line them up. Let's go, because those are the most fun you can have. That's somewhat legal. Yes, sir.
Marcus K. Dollar, Tennessean.
Hey, Marcus.
As far as underselling and over-delivering, I feel like that's a key with what you offer to your fan base.
Oh, you're very
Coming
sweet.
to Nashville and opening the store this weekend, making sure that was a plan and that was something that you could achieve. If you could break that down for me.
Yeah, man, if that was true, I'd be smart. But what happened was we got you have to get a permit for everything, right? And so they've got, and forgive me for this, whatever comes before construction when they wipe everything, like whatever it is, you need a permit for that to tear everything out, right? And so we got our permit, and it was Ben and Max, the two guys that are from Strategic Hospitality. Right. It was Ben that said, we could have a store up and running by the time you play here. I go, no, that's 2 weeks from now. He goes, yeah. So Gary Birdwell, who does all of our stuff, jumped in, and Moo TV was the guys with the big screens and everything. Yeah. They came down there, and I'll be danged. I got a text yesterday from one of the guys going, we're ready. And I said, you can't be. But they were. And so I think they opened yesterday. Yes. And what I like about it is the Garth channel's playing in there. So it was a team effort. Everybody kind of pitched in to make sure it all happened. Now, if it's a great idea and it works, 100% my idea, right? What a genius, right? So it's just how that works. You surround yourself with good people, and hopefully good things happen to you. And just because your name's on the marquee, you get all the credit for it. You get all the blame for it, but that's fair, when things don't go good. Thank you, Marquise. Yes?
We actually went to the store.
And?
An hour or so ago. Great. They had, one in, one out.
Right.
Lined up, having them in. Is this tour merch? Is it exclusive to the store? How do you differentiate? And
all the above.
Great.
So it's tour merch. They'll be putting a thing in there that's going to be, I don't even know how do you do this. We actually have merch from Central Park still in the warehouse. So we're going to put not a reissue, but an actual authentic in there. I don't know what happens when you unfold it, if it falls apart or what, right? Because that was 20-something years ago. But we do have merch from all that stuff. So we're going to clear out all our stuff too for those people who are those particular kind of people that want to get the really kind of rare things. Great. Also, the pricing in there is going to be more than your actual retail because those are our retail partners. We don't want to undersell our retail partners. So you can get vinyl a lot cheaper somewhere else than you can there. And so just want to make sure that message is out for our people. And what I love about it is trying to establish a partnership with Amazon, which we already have a deal with, where you can go in, it's cashless. I like that thought. And what I love is you can go in, get whatever you want, tap it, and then Amazon will deliver it to your place. So it's waiting for you when you get home instead of having to lug it down Broadway. So hopefully it's just a good experience for people. That's what you kind of want. So we'll see. I haven't got down there yet I was in on all the drawings, but I haven't got down to see the real thing yet. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Miss Nicole.
With Friends of One Places, you have a lot of square footage there to work with. What is your vision for the layout?
I don't know, man. Because when they keep asking me what do I want, I want the ChickfilA of honky tonks, right? I want a place you go in where you feel good, feel safe. Everybody's got good manners. I'm hoping that there's right when you walk in, it's a love everybody is stated right there. I mean, that's what it's about, right? So I want a place that's just safe. It feels good. And I would love it to be a classic honky tonk because, country music to me has been so good to me. And I want to hear on Lower Broadway in 2022, I want to hear King George coming out of that honky tonk. I want to hear Haggard coming out of that honky tonk. And I don't think that's impossible to ask. But I also think that you can play, I think you can play Luke Bryan in there. I think you can play Chesney in there. I think you can play Yearwood, McIntyre, Dolly. I think you can do all that with the new group too, the Ashleys. And I think of I just think of that kind of stuff coming out of that room. So it's kind of like what you're going to see tonight. What we do is we get all the gear that can compete with the latest pop, rap, whatever. You'll see it in our rig. You'll see it doing everything. But what's coming out of those speakers? Undeniably country music. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping this place is a thumping place that always looks like something's going crazy in there. I like that. But when you walk in, I hope it's country music that you hear. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Hey, John Colston from Pop.
Hey, John.
Of course, any Nashville show, country fans always want to speculate about special guests and things. Obviously, don't want to spoil any surprises, but can you tease any special guests this weekend, or is it going to be just a core Garth show? Saturday
is going to be the greatest day on the planet because the Opry will open the show. Now, this is what I love. We were here before the rain out, and you don't know this, but they announced that Bill Cody came out, welcome to the Grand Ole Opry. Dude, I start crying because it's just banging off the stadium, and the people were very respectful. And then here comes Trisha to come out and surprise as well. I was next. I was on deck to come out and surprise as a member of the Opry. And when they came in, when they said we got lightning. So what I love about the Opry is you're going to get a slice of it. So there'll be 4 or 5 artists out there, I'm sure. And then they'll probably even do something like they do at the Opry where the last song, hopefully some Opry members that have been there a long time will come out and get to play in front of those sweet, sweet people that treated it with so much respect last time. I would take it on the road with me myself because there's something, it's like mentioning the name Chris Ledoux. When you mention Chris Ledoux, whoever says it gets to stand like Chris does, right? Like, whoa, that's pretty cool respect. And so whenever the Opry is with you, that's nothing but respect right there. And what I love is people treat it with respect, and they should. But how many people today do what we hope them to do? But the crowd was fabulous, and I expect them to be no less fabulous tomorrow to the Opry. Yes, sir.
Josh, you with Bay Street Nashville.
Hey, Josh.
You talked about kind of what you want the honky tonk to be
Yeah.
symbolized for people. What inspired the idea in your mind? Has this been a long-term journey, and kind of what's that dream look like for you?
Yeah, we had started with the guys at Nashville Yards to put together a honky tonk up there, but it got too much into maybe some Vegas properties coming in here and kind of marrying. It's like, it's not really what we want to do. That's where we met the brothers. Ben and Max was through that project. Kerry Mack was a sweet guy to us up there. And then the brothers said, hey, look, our building's coming up for sale. And I'm scared. I'm nervous. Never bought a building before. But we talked to Bob and Randy about doing just the license. Just give them your name. I don't know if that works for me, because I want to know how people are treated. I just do. So that's kind of not saying that anybody's license isn't worried about that. Just for me, this was cooler for us. So I think just a place that you're welcome. I think a place where you feel like the people around you are good people that love one another. And the honky tonk's amazing. The music's amazing. Oh, and if you serve food, I'm trying to think of somebody in my family that knows anything about food. Right? That'd be some pretty damn good food, right? So we'll see what's out on the future. We really don't know yet. Right now, we're still in that part where we're tearing shit up and not putting stuff back yet. Yes, ma'am.
Carson from Social Media.
Yes. Did you see what happened in Dallas today?
Yeah. Am I always in Ticketmaster? Yes.
Are you going to be? Can you come back down for the show?
Come hell or high water.
All right. Good.
I basically show up everywhere. You know that. President and governor to me yet. But talking about you kind of started talking about gratitude and the thousands of people that are going to be here this weekend. And I've got to imagine that how quickly after the deluge that we got hit with in July, that not only just the tickets and the parking, everything got refunded so quickly. And I really took that as a sign when it hit my account was Garth and his team Garth. You guys really did that. I just got the vibe that was so important to you because people had traveled and we so looked forward to it. Was it like such a priority, even with your disappointment of like homecoming and Opry, that it still seemed to me that was such a priority for you to take care of us?
Yeah, that's very sweet. I'm going to pass that on to Rapino. because we had a conversation. He's the guy that runs Ticketmaster, and we have a girl named Angela that represents Ticketmaster, fantastic on all the ticket on sales. What they said, hey man, would you guys be opposed to just doing a total refund so everybody, not at all, boom, done. It was done that quick. You saw it, and you just mentioned how quick it was. Here's what broke my heart. I'm going to cry, I'm sorry. The drive home was horrible. Because the drive home, people are walking in water up to here. They didn't expect to have to drive, or if they did, they could Uber out and everything would be fine in their shifts. But when everybody gets out at once, that was so hard to watch. And God, here's the blessing and the curse. For 2 hours, we were in this building expecting it to blow over, but it wasn't going to. But I was trapped in the locker room with every Grand Ole Opry member that was there. So the stories were phenomenal. I'm crying, laughing, and then you get in the car. And you're thinking, surely by now, huddled masses under the bridge, water was coming down. Why these people do this? I have no idea, because I would not do it. I don't care, others short of my mom coming back and singing, I don't think I would do this. So I can't believe they're doing it twice, which hopefully try not to talk yourself into trying too hard tonight and tomorrow to make that up. Just go out and be yourself. They've always kind of let that be okay. Just trust that and go out and have some fun. Yes, sir.
Terry Bulger with Channel 4.
Hey, Terry.
I know you're a very humble man, so I would hope that I can ask you this question and that you tell me you're lucky. But how, from your point of view, would you explain your long-term success? 30-some years and you're as popular as you were in 1989.
Very sweet.
What do you think that is that keeps bringing in people back to see you, that you present to them on stage?
I can guarantee you the faces that I see in this place that have worked in country music, they're all going to tell you the same thing. We belong to the most loyal audience. And this audience is kind of built in, because if your mom and dad likes country music, guess what they're going to play the whole time you're a kid. So we're lucky. We've been handed the baton by the greats. Buck Owens, Charlie Pride, Haggard Jones, on to Strait, Randy Travis, Ricky Skaggs, Keith Whitley, on to that next generation that I got to be a part of, then on to the next generation. But you can bet the same people that's in the crowd for these new guys were in the crowd for Garth, for George, for Haggard. So I think that's it. Also, try to remember, man, here's the crazy thing. We haven't been on tour that long. We started in 90, took 94 off, retired in 98. So there's 7 years. Didn't come back till 14 through 17. There's 10 years, and now 3 years on this thing. We've been touring for 13 years. So we really haven't been out there that much. So it's really sweet that they come. But if you're asking somebody else, I'm hoping that 99% of the answers would be the music. Because I will tell you this, and forgive me if this sounds egotistical, when you look down at that set list and you go, holy shit, they're going to love that one. And then it's going to be followed by that one, and that's Alan Reynolds. Alan Reynolds, Bob Doyle, the major publisher since day one, the major producer since day one, the people who pick these songs, the songwriters, that list I'll put up against anybody. We were, we play cards with our best friend couples. We raised our kids together. And you'll go, Alexa, play George Strait. And it's just George Strait all night. One night, one of the wives said, Alexa, play Garth Brooks. We were playing for 2 or 3 hours, and I was still hearing singles. I couldn't believe it. So it even gets me. But I think that set list down there might be hopefully a reason that people not only come, but people keep coming back. Thank you.